Hello, it's been a while. Before we get started, I'm going to go over some updates for the Lone Rollers channel, as well as cover some of the fundamentals for the system. If you'd like to skip all that, you can jump to this timestamp in the video. Life has been busy, but rest assured Class 1D and AOR are still in production. This includes the end of Season 2 for Class 1D and the beginning of Season 3. Now, regarding the new system. In honor of the release of Silksong, we've decided to test out an old RPG system designed for Hollow Knight. This is a D6 based system. Players have a pool of dice determined by their stats, and 5s and 6s rolled are successes. The 4 primary stats are Might, how strong your bug is, Grace, how nimble your bug is, Insight, how smart and clever your bug is, and Shell, how tough your bug is. There are also 2 social stats, Cute and Spooky. If you're a veteran of this system, as a heads up, we've also made some additional changes to combat. Without further ado, let me set the scene. You guys have been traveling for a while across the lands beyond the Pale Kingdom, your home. You are in search of a cure for the unpredictable curse or perhaps twist that has been put on your souls. You've been traveling for a long time, and in a lot of places outside of the Pale Kingdom, you just walk through almost desolate wastelands. No food, and what food you brought with you has slowly run dry. You are now at your close to wit's end. You have... you're not, like, starving to death, but you are starving. And as you guys are moving, could I get insight rolls?
Okay.
If you have anything to modify your perceptions, let me know.
Survival and perception.
I would let you go with either of those for a bonus.
I got an 8. 1 success and then 2 extras.
Oh yeah. So the way the system works is you are given a pool of dice. Evie, you can roll without me. You're given a pool of dice. You're looking for 5 or 6, which give you a success. Right there, Betsy got 2 successes. But with
So Betty. No, I'm just kidding.
With those rolls, I'm going to give you each 2 things to hear. Each sort of 2 things to notice. Didi, you have a whole bunch of feet on the ground, and so you're actually not able to pick it out over the sound of the wind. But you do hear something, which sort of signals to you that you might be growing close to what might be something. You hear just the smallest amount of tremors, just shaking a little bit on the ground. And Betsy, what you notice is just, it's hyper faint. If you had not been only listening to wind for the past couple of days, and of course Didi in your conversations, you might not even been able to recognize it, but what you hear drifting barely on the wind is the sound of music.
Civilization.
Just because I didn't include them earlier, and they are also here with you right now, is your friend Bumble, who is very slow.
Oh, we brought him too?
Well, he has to come with you. He has decided to... He was sort of your guys's... He was a patron early on in the journey, and then all the resources dried up. But Bumble is... Yes, you guys feel and hear civilization on the wind. Your buddy, who has no eyesight, does not recognize this, but he is sort of trailing a little bit behind.
Betsy, I believe there to be an earthquake.
Okay, sure. More importantly, I hear some people, some bugs up ahead, so...
Stuck in an earthquake. Let us go.
Yeah, I'm really worried about getting food right now, so whatever's going on with the earth, we can, worry about it later.
Very well.
Okay, yeah, so you guys are trying to find the source of this sound. You move closer towards where you think it's coming from, and as you sort of move this direction, it gets louder, but you're also feeling that the shaking doesn't get louder, but it becomes a lot more consistent. At first it was like a dzz, but now you're sort of getting a da-dum, 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 as it sort of takes a more steady rhythm as opposed to the erratic shaking you were feeling earlier. And eventually you guys come to what you see before you on the map, a almost break in the rock face that goes into shadow, and echoing out from it you can hear the music. And
You or me?
Who's first?
Well, I can go first. I'm fine going first. Do we have anything we can trade for food, or do you think we'll have to just like sneak in and grab it?
We have our charming wits. Do you mean?
Right. Yeah, that, sure. I'll go ahead.
You guys would also know Bumble does have a limited amount of geo. It's just you can't eat it.
Fortunately.
Yes. And you guys enter into the caves. Give me a second. Let me see if I have prepped one for inside here. Those are not the right maps. Yes, as you guys come into this cave, there's sort of these almost icicles that are sort of dripping. Like as you move deeper in, that sort of like you get out of the wind, and it's not wet in here. It's just that sort of dampness that you associate with civilization. Yeah, that like the heat of the internal heat of the earth that permits so many bugs to live in a certain place, and you guys are starting to pick up on that signal almost. And as it gets warmer, you see a few of these icicles on the outside become less and less prominent as they get smaller and smaller and smaller. And
I'm going to dodge around any drops falling from the ceiling.
all right.
Do you wish for an umbrella?
I'm fine. We just need to keep going.
I have space under my shield.
Ah, yes, the giant tower shield.
Intuitively. 3 times my size.
3 times. It is an amazing image, and it just works so well.
I don't know how you carry all of that.
I am simply
Different.
bulky. I was simply born special.
I was simply built in a lab. Yes, but you guys meander down this corridor, and as you're traveling, this sort of ceiling begins to narrow. So Bumble starts to float a little bit closer to the ground, and then you guys the roof sort of narrows, and then it opens up into this big chamber. It's not huge, but it is enough that it's sort of creating this own natural echo for itself. And with that echo, this is sort of where the music is getting like caught. It's pretty loud in here. You still aren't able to detect the source of the music, but it is certainly coming from somewhere nearby. The room being big is not the only noticeable quality about it. Almost like an antlion pit, the circular room sort of has a gradual incline into a hole in its center. It's made of rough stone, so it's not like you're going to slide down to the bottom, but there is that almost like a 25 angle incline towards this singular hole, and from it you can hear the sound of water, and not water in like a general sense, but you hear the sounds of like a river, the music, the sound of caves and skittering.
Is there perchance the sound of grilling? Sound of cooking?
Now, if you're looking for the sound of food, it's important to bring that up because you do smell food. Give me a second, I'm gonna do something real quick. Okay, I'm sorry about that. It's important you bring up the smell of food, yeah. Along with those sounds, you do smell it. The smell of real, actual food.
Oh.
And while you're not able to pick out the amount of it, you are able to sort of pick up on the unique smell, which is almost heightened in your sort of weakened state. A lot of bugs go sort of mad from being hungry. That is a very common effect. And you are sort of almost able to taste that madness in this moment for that small whiff of food you're getting. For lack of an actual association to real world, it smells like really good barbecue.
Food.
I believe we must go, Betsy.
Yes, let's go.
Lead the way.
I am leading. I am moving. I am
Alright.
going as fast as I can.
And you guys arrive in this one as you guys descend down this hole. The incline does become rather steep, but you guys, as bugs, have no need to worry about falling.
Which side are we on?
These are on the left side.
Okay.
I like to think I'm like super tilted forward because of my wall shield.
Let me zoom in. That way you guys don't get little spoilers on the stream. Sorry. Oh man, you guys are small.
Indubitably.
Very small.
I wish to be brought.
Yeah, you guys drop down. You guys sort of see this almost paths. I mean, there's not rail cart tracks because this is not. Well, actually, no, there are rail cart tracks. They're really old, but it looks like this was the initial point, or perhaps one of the entrances or exits to some sort of mining town.
Okay. I skitter towards food.
Skitter towards food. Yes, food is across the way. While there is, this river is actually on the map is not as pronounced as it once was. This is perhaps the river that would be there if this was a while ago, but it seems like the river has hence dried up and has become sort of, it's almost like a single stream of water. Like something you'd get from, and obviously you guys are bugs, but if you like turned on a sink, like that is the amount of water here, and the rest of it is moss. So we sort of have these bridges over these moss little, you have a bridge over a sort of moss river. And you guys notice there are a few brambles and spikes in them, but the bridges seem fairly safe. As you guys are making...
Oh, you'll be okay, Betsy.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Can I jump over the bridge?
Oh, yes, but just before you start doing things, you do hear the sound of skittering ahead.
People, we haven't talked to any other bugs in a while. Oh, did we lose Bee?
Yes, let me add Bumble. Bumble actually is...
I speak to Bumble every day.
Bumble is actually having a hard time. He's not actually coming down the hole yet. He's sort of like, he's very afraid of heights. So that hole, even though he's perfectly safe and he even has the ability to fly, he's sort of like buzzing around the top of it, like dipping down and then stopping halfway down and then going back up to the top so he doesn't fall all the way down. And just sort of, okay, you guys go ahead. I will catch up with you later. Besides, I'm sure there are some plants or herbs around here I can use.
Bumble, you mustn't fear, or I will catch you.
No, take my geo. Buy yourselves food and buy me food. But I'll get down in my own time. And you see the hole you drop down from, like 10 geo, just sort of fall down the pit to where you guys are.
I'll scoop up the geo.
That sounds like an endorsement to me. Let's go. Let's go get some food.
Indubitably.
All right. As you guys sort of move forward, you hear the sounds of chittering, but could I actually get an insight again?
Ooh.
Would perception or survival be useful for this one?
Perception would. I'm not so sure about survival.
Okay.
Perception. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Check my perception real quick. Survival.
0.
0. Okay.
If you have survival, do I add a 1? Like 1 extra dice or just one?
No survival. So if you guys had perception or something along those lines, or an ability that improves your senses.
Alright, never mind. I have 2 successes. I got a 7.
That's pretty good.
Indubitably.
With those 2 successes, you notice alongside the sound of the skittering, you guys are from the Pale Kingdom, which has recently undergone a sort of terrible infestation. Besides hunger and the void and damage to souls, there is also this sort of underlying madness. And while the madness was at least gone by the time you left the Pale Kingdom, it persists in other strange ways in the places you've visited. It's not as prominent, but it is not completely wiped out. And you hear a sort of half mumbling you associate with it. Like bugs, almost, it's like a mimicry of speech. Like if speech was an old habit. It's all the sounds of it without actually being words. You're just sort of talking in a ring. Just
Betsy,
Yes.
there seems to be people ahead.
Yes.
Not
Yes. People.
okay
Food.
people.
Not okay. Bugs.
Not okay.
Okay. We hide. We sneak in. We steal the food.
I think we should assess the situation first.
Okay. Fine. Fine.
I'm
I
actually
can
gonna make you
lead
guys
the
a little
way.
bit bigger. You guys are actually too small for my own sanity. Oh, you got deleted. Sorry, Betsy.
Weird.
Too big.
I'm gonna say you guys are the staple. Small is 5.
Yeah.
Small is 5. Okay. I will
Medium
make
is-
myself bigger.
Gotcha. 5.
Or small is like 4. We'll say small is 4, just for my own sanity.
I can lead the way, Betsy. For fear. And I'll start going forward. I low-key just want the food first.
Okay. Could I get a grace roll?
Yeah, you got this. Actually, do I have to roll?
Do you?
I just get a 0.
It is stealth.
Okay. No, I can roll my 1.
Yeah, I think you do have 1 dice. Nope.
I rolled my
Can
1.
I
What do you mean?
also roll my stealth?
Yeah, you can roll your grace as well.
Okay.
I shall lead the way.
I also have a proficiency in stealth.
Great.
So,
Oh, wait.
uh,
I believe you not. I lied.
that's 0 successes.
So you guys are both.
Unless this is easy enough for a Ford account.
Unfortunately, I think I would have. If one of you had succeeded, I would have let 4 work for the other one. But since you guys both failed,
We are simply too hungry.
DD, your shield is fairly loud, and you have a lot of legs.
I do.
And not a lot of arms. I mean, they're sort of both, but
Yeah.
it's difficult to move this thing quietly. It's built for heavy combat, and in combat, it serves you well, but in stealth, it makes you pretty slow and pretty cumbersome. And
I imagine it's just like,
yeah, you can get away with 1 or 2 chinks against rock, but not this. Crossing over a bridge with this heavy shield. And Betsy, although you are typically a lot more alacritous, in your haste to jump over the river, you sort of land against the wall on a little bit of loose rock, and it drops down and stumbles against the ground. And you hear this sort of half muttering stop. And suddenly, I'm gonna need some
Initiative is wait.
roll your grace.
Initiative is great.
Yep.
Yeah,
Your total
okay.
of your grace this time.
13.
15. Great. I mean, it works sort of. What's happened?
2.
Yep, you do.
That's a 2.
Okay. They've got on pretty bad dice. They got a 15, so they're gonna go first,
Oh no.
and they're gonna sort of. There you go.
Oh my.
Betsy, you still had a pretty good stealth roll, so they don't immediately notice you. Oh wait, no, you had an awful stealth roll. I don't know if
I don't know. No problem.
They notice you.
I have very good stealth, but this one was bad.
Yes, so they notice both of you as they sort of stumble out of the walls. And while they're not too close, they are close enough to at least these guys get in for it. So they're going to try and strike against you. They're pretty weak though. They're not terribly strong. They do look like they have pretty strong shells. Okay, that is Betsy, that is a 1 success against you.
Okay. Can you remind me, does stamina come back at the end of your turn or the beginning of your turn?
It was the end of your turn. I'm making it come back at the start of your turn. But
Okay.
to remind you, it won't play into this fight, but stamina spent before your first turn does cost double now.
Right.
Very well.
Okay. So I will, since it's double, spend 2 stamina to dodge.
All right. Roll some dice.
That is 2 successes.
2 successes. All right. In that case, you surely dodge out of the way.
And then I would also like to hit back with Arachnid's Gambit.
Okay.
And I suppose I'll dedicate 1 stamina for my other 2 before my turn. And so...
Now, I do want to, because you spent 2 to dodge, I do believe you have 2 stamina. I'm going to check what I've said to modify the.
Yes, I believe you said on your first attack you don't have to dedicate any stamina, but on any attack you can dedicate stamina.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
So I was double checking to see. I didn't know if you were saying you were. It doesn't matter. I'm reading the rules. So it makes sense to me. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. So that is going to be 76
Oh my goodness.
for a total of. Is that 2 successes?
Looks like 2
Yes.
successes.
It looked like 2 successes.
They're not going to dodge, but they're not going to defend. But they do have a shell score, so that'll come into play here.
Yes. So the total damage would be 3, but for Arachnid's Gambit, it does 1 less damage. So they would be soaking 2.
Okay, so they're going to take 1 damage because their
Okay.
shell absorbs 1 of the hits.
And it also inflicts off balance, which I believe is just a stackable condition that on the start of their next turn they gain 1 less stamina.
They do get to make 1 other attack. And this one completely misses. And they're going to save
1
their stamina to defend. DD, you're up
Yes.
next. They're going to try and hit you. Once again.
I will parry.
Alright, spend 2 stamina.
I believe it to be. Isn't a parrying is.
You roll might.
Yes. How much damage is that? Is it? I thought it was free.
No, parrying is
1 stamina, right?
1 stamina normally, but because it's before your first turn, the cost is double.
Gotcha. I'll still parry. Actually, I'm just gonna soak it up.
Okay, roll me some shell.
Yeah, I got you. 4
You're
shell.
about to take 2 damage.
4 from the
You have a
shell.
thing where you can do damage back to them, right?
I do. It's my spikes. But right now I gotta use stamina for that. But just to soak, it's 4 from shell, 1 from the.
To be clear,
1 from the.
just so you know how the math works out. This is the last part of their turn. So once
Yeah.
the enemy in front of you is done attacking, that's you'll go, and then you'll go.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 4 from the shell, 1 from the shield, and 1 from my charm. I gain an extra soak if I get hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I believe I soak.
Oh yeah, that's fine. And you have 1 point of armor, which will reduce it down to 1 anyways, so you're good.
Oh, you're right.
Actually, I think armor applies. No, armor would apply before so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Armor reduces it by 1. Well, my armor reduces it by 1, and then the 1 I need to soak the 1.
Okay, Betsy, you are up. I will say, you guys have seen this sort of backline enemy before. You know that when they die, they tend to explode and send a whole bunch of pretty caustic spores around them.
Alright, then. Let me attack the one in front of me. I'll just do a normal attack. So that should be 6. That's 1 success.
Okay. That's 2 dice. He's going to spend 1
I'll
die.
also have -1 die to soak.
Oh, okay, cool. In that case, well, he's going to try and defend first. He's actually going to try and dodge because, well, that's just the way it works out. 2 successes to dodge. So, I believe that does cancel out the attack. Because I believe the attack had 2 damage.
Yeah.
But you do a
I
second
believe
attack.
the reactions cancel out successes and not damage.
Okay, that's good.
Yes. Yeah, it does.
And then I will attack again, and this time I'll dedicate a stamina.
Okay.
Is the music still playing in the background, by the way?
2 successes.
Not for me, but I'll add in mine later. Okay. He's going to try and
I meant because, like you said, when we were coming in, they had music playing.
Oh yes, the music is still playing, but the music playing is almost like jazz.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought it was like super like arty music.
No, we're not dealing with a whole bunch of party music. We're sort of dealing with like sort of music you hear at like a nice like restaurant. Okay. They're gonna try and dodge. They got 1 less dice. dice will completely miss the dodge. Now they got a soak, but they get one less die to soak, correct?
Yes.
And they get one success. They take one less damage.
So that's gonna be a total of 2 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
I was kind of hoping to take them out.
They've been pretty weak. 2 weak now.
Okay. This next attack would cost 2 stamina without anything deck, but I think that's all I have, so I will take it and just do one last attack.
Oh man.
There's all my successes. That's 3. For a total of 4 damage.
4 damage. He can't dodge again because he's already spent his 2 extra stamina, so he's just going to have to soak. He only gets 1 less die. Ooh, he does get 2. You said 4 damage? It's not
Yes.
enough. And you see as he sort of almost like flies back into this wall. You're a little bit smaller than this guy, but you really know how to use that hook blade to maximize damage.
Yes.
And you almost, as he sort of like falls to the ground, you see a few noticeable bits of metal fall out. Would you recognize as Geo? In this case, Geo is not the best way to put it is Geo is a lot like trading in salt. And not like trading in like the dollar. Some
Right.
Geo is stamped, lots of the Geo from the Pale Kingdom was sort of emblazoned with a crest. But Geo just sort of it literally refers to Earth. It's the shiny bits of metal that bugs are attracted to in the ground that can be turned into weapons and shields and armors. But you see him drop them after he's knocked into the wall.
Does it take any sort of action or anything to pick it up?
Moving over Geo is enough to pick up.
Okay. Then I think I would like to use my movement to go 1, 2. Is it just in this space, or could I like move?
I would say it's not that much of an issue for you to pick it up from there.
Okay. So then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh my goodness. Alright, and is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Didi, you are up.
I believe I shall move up 1. And I think I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna throw my shield at this guy.
Okay.
Let's see. Should be 2 from mighty, and then 1 from the quality of the shield. They can reroll once. I'm gonna reroll one of the 3s.
One success.
That is not. Oh, is it actually?
You had 1 success earlier. I'm saying that it's the same medicine.
Oh, okay. I thought my mistake.
No.
I got excited. Got my hopes up.
Alright, it is going to try.
That.
Oh, actually, this guy didn't make a whole bunch of attacks against you. I don't know why he didn't. He's going to try and. He's going to try and dodge. He dodges 1. I'm pretty sure
It does 3 damage.
So he has 1 success. If it takes you a few successes, when he's dodged the first shield thing.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's sort of
In that case.
sort of a little bit back and forward again.
Okay. In that case, I shall, with my remaining movement, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll stay here.
Okay. Alright, is that your turn?
This is my turn. Yes. I was just calculating stamina. Yeah. I got 2 stamina.
Okay. You see this guy, the one in front of you, is actually this guy. That's gonna go for an attack.
Whoa.
I'm using like 4 different tabs to move all across the map. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, 8 different tabs. Keep them all open. Keep track of them. Don't lose track of them. Okay. It's gonna make an attack against you.
Okay.
1 success.
Okay. Much damage is it?
Currently you're looking at 2 damage.
I'll bring it down to 1 because of my arm.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna go for a soak. I don't want to parry this one quite yet.
Okay.
Let's see.
No successes.
Alright, I guess I'm taking 2 damage. Hold on.
No, you took 1 because you reduced it by 1.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Heart is HP, right?
Oh yes, heart is HP.
Okay. I'm still good. I'm still standing.
I think you guys both start with 8 heart or 7 heart.
6, I believe.
Yes.
It's gonna go for an attack against you again, and miss.
Same guy?
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
I'm waiting for this guy in front to attack me.
This guy is actually going to take a few steps back. You do
Oh
get
my
an attack
God.
opportunity if you'd like to take it.
I will. And because of my path, the first attack of opportunity I get is free. No stamina.
All right.
Can I just attack with whatever? Or?
You can't attack with a shield arrow.
Oh. Okay, I guess I'll shield bash this guy.
Okay, roll the hit.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Nice. That's 3 successes.
All right.
I'm actually gonna reroll that too, just in case, because I can. 4 successes. Okay.
Nice. Okay, this guy actually doesn't have. This guy's not going to dodge you, and he doesn't have a lot of soak.
Okay. Nice.
And he fails to soak all of that. So how much damage did you say?
I believe it to be 2 damage.
2 damage? Well, you got 3 successes, right?
Yes. Oh, you're right. I got 4.
4
It's
successes.
2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage.
2.
I think the maximum is double the damage for your weapon.
Never mind. It's 4 damage.
Okay. So this guy takes 4 damage. He's looking pretty bad.
Damn.
But he's going to just take a few steps back, and then he's going to charge at you.
Is that an attack?
This is an attack.
I'm gonna parry.
Okay. Give me a second, I'll roll dice.
What? Would that be 2 stamina for the parry? Because it's after my turn?
No. Just for the first round of combat, if you haven't gone yet, it's sort of like being surprised.
Oh, okay, I got you. So it's 1 stamina. Okay. I'm still gonna parry.
Okay, this is 2 successes, but you have a pretty high stamina.
Yes.
Or you have a high.
I mean,
You
I
block this easily. I mean, you need to.
I'm going for a
block
parry
this
first.
Yeah.
So that's a 3, and then I can reroll one of them. So I'll reroll one of them. Okay. It's 1 success. I remove one of its successes. Parry, right?
Yes, so it's only 1 success right now. You're still going to take 3 damage.
I lower it by 1.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 damage.
Cool. I'm gonna start soaking.
Okay.
Because I parried, I only need to get a 4 on these and above, and I soak. Okay, that's 2 successes. I'll take it.
Is it 2?
It's 1 damage, right? Yeah, because a 6 and a 4.
4 is not a success.
Oh no, because of my path, if I get a 4 after parrying, yeah. After parrying, and if I don't get all the damage off, 4 counts as a success.
Alright, yeah, so you totally. Like, this guy charges into you, and there's a little bit of like a. It's a lot of big force, and you see a few of the spores shake off. They don't like hit you or anything, but you do see like as he's running, there's a sort of like almost incense trail behind him. All right, next up. you
Ghosted.
go.
Okay. I'm going to.
Pounce. You gonna pounce?
Not quite yet.
Oh.
2, 3, 4. I want to put a trap right here.
Okay. Yeah. What do you need to do for traps?
So as far as I can tell, it's spending a stamina to set it up, and I have to have the rest for it.
Okay.
So I will create a Fool Eater jaw, and I'm assuming the activation is just like stepping.
Yes.
So
And you see that these enemies are pretty, like I was saying, they're husks almost. Actually, I think that's literally what they're called.
And we eat these.
No, because they're husks.
okay, and then that's my first stamina, and then I'm going to use the other 3 of my stamina to pounce over the trap and attack this one.
Okay, make me that roll.
Got this, Betsy.
Okay. That is 4 successes. And since that's going to be a risk of 4 damage for the bug, I'm going to reduce that by 1 down to 3 to push it into the trap.
Oh, okay. It's gonna try and dodge.
Kinda help.
It does not dodge. It's gonna try and soak with its shell. It's, I think, it's 1 less soak compared to 2.
Yep.
It takes 2 less, but it still has 1 damage left, right?
Yes. And I believe just By reducing the damage, they still have to be moved either way.
Alright, and what is this trap?
So when it is activated, it acts as a 4 damage attack with 2 successes.
With automatically 2 successes?
Yes, I don't roll anything, it just automatically has 2 successes.
Okay, I'm going to have this guy dodge again, because he does have the stamina for it. I will note, I'm going to count this as a separate attack from a separate creature. Dodging typically implies a penalty if it is from the same creature, but because I feel like this is, you've technically set up a hazard.
Yes, I think that's fair.
And it doesn't matter. He fails to dodge. He needs to soak. Does this apply here? Penalty to soak? I'm also going to say...
No. The penalty to soak is specifically from my weapon.
Okay. He still soaks 2 of it, but is looking hurt.
Okay.
Does the trap do anything else, or is it just damage?
Let me double check, because I don't have literally everything written down. So, a jawed trap that when tripped snaps up to bite the unfortunate victim. The trap deals 4 soakable damage when triggered. This is a single target attack with 2 successes. So it's just the attack.
Okay, cool. You jumped, you set a trap, you spent all your stamina.
Yes.
Okay. DD, you are up next.
Okay, I'm gonna throw my shield at this guy.
I think I agree. Okay. Make an attack.
Okay, that is 1 success. I will reroll 1.
Okay,
That is 2 successes.
Again, this guy does not dodge. But he has a very weak shell. So as you hit this guy, you see this massive crack form along from where you've thrown the shield. And
Yes.
the crack sort of like starts really small. And then this pollen starts to like expand out of it. Sort of like, almost like a tire with a hole poked in it. And at first it's really slow. And then the crack gets wider and wider and wider and wider. And then it sort of crushes together and then explodes. And I am going to use a very similar, it's very similar to the last attack. It's very similar to the trap, except this one is an AoE.
Okay.
How big is the AoE?
10 feet, so you are unfortunately, you did move into it.
I got you, you shall block it.
But this, for the purposes of this attack, it is considered magical.
Magic?
It is magic.
Yes, I can soak it with 1 die, I think.
This guy,
Because how do you usually can't block magic, right?
you usually can't, and in fact, shells
Okay.
can be pretty bad.
No. I have a trait called External Coat where I can use 1 soak die. Soak.
Okay, cool.
And it's magic.
This is
Show soak.
very similar to the trap. 2 successes, 4 damage.
Yeah, I just need to soak once. That's all I need. Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you are taking significantly less damage.
Does my armor still count?
No, I think your armor only applies for
I'll still take the soak.
Betsy, you want to try and dodge? I know this is sort of your thing.
Yes. I don't have any stamina to do an actual dodge, but I can still do the soak, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, because
Yeah, so if
magic.
you can't
Oh, okay.
dodge,
No.
unless you have
I can soak. Yeah, I have a magical soak. That's why I was able to. But normally you can't soak.
okay.
Okay. And it was 4 damage?
It's 4 damage, but you haven't taken any damage so far this fight. Or you've taken very little. Okay.
Wow. Okay,
Nice
I'm
soak.
done.
Okay. Oh well, it's a good thing that was the final encounter so far.
Nice.
You guys still hear the music,
Fi-
and you guys can pick up the geo from the enemies that dropped it.
Nice.
The pollen did not destroy it, and the pollen very quickly dispersed back into the air.
Oh,
And
By the way-
how much geo is it?
you
10,
guys will
right?
have picked up 15 geo.
Ooh.
And
Each sure split.
as you guys move on, I hate to cut things so short, but you guys, as you move closer and you hear the sound of music get louder and louder and louder as you move through this hallway, and suddenly you're in a town